Today I'm going to give you an update on our balcony garden. We have 2 of these rolling aluminum planters. Up here high, my daughter's been taking care of these beds. We have packed in the plants. There are over 140 plants inside these 2 raised beds. And I'm going to do the first harvest today, so I can't wait to show you all that's in here. So the first thing that is obviously taking off is this Genovese basil. I mean, look at this. We've got basil here, basil here, basil here, basil here. We have 3 plants of basil, so I'm going to do a massive basil harvest to start off, mostly because we need some more room here in this garden. So I'm going to cut this down right above the leaf node. That's where you want to cut basil so that it grows back in a bushy form. So I'm cutting this down just like this, and this it serves 2 purposes. Obviously, it lets us get a ton of basil to bring into the kitchen, but this also opens up the light and the airflow for the other plants that are in this garden. So I'm going to go along and do this on all 5 plants, and we're going to have the most incredible basil party at my house. I'm going to have to make some pesto, some caprices. It's just going to be basil, basil, basil for like the next 3 or 4 days, I guess. So we're trying to cut as much as we can. Mostly, like I said, it is to enjoy the basil, but it's also to make room because we've got so many other plants that are growing in this bed. We want to make sure everything's got enough space. A lot of people ask about my intensive planting method, like what makes it hard, what makes it work. And really the biggest responsibility is just harvesting and pruning, because if you don't, then you will lose some of the extra plants you planted simply because they didn't get enough light. So I like that kind of responsibility, right? Like that's my kind of stress. It's like, oh my goodness, I have to go harvest, right? Instead of like, oh my goodness, I need to go weed or fertilize or something like that. So these obviously don't need any fertilizer. They're just going crazy. All right, we are now on our 3rd plant, and I still got 2 more to go. Another reason to prune from your basil is because you want to slow it down from flowering. So you can see some of these are already starting to produce blooms, and we want to make sure that they don't start going to seed yet, because we're still really early in the summer. It's actually just the beginning of summer right now. All right, so I'm going to cut this, and we're just about done with all this basil. Wow, this is crazy. I think I'm going to have to send some home with you guys if you don't have any. All right, so we got basil. Now let's talk about what else is in here. So first harvest of the container garden is this awesome basil. Now we're going to check out what else is in here. So here at the back of the garden, we have these beans that are growing from seed, and they're really starting to take off. I added these tiny little trellises to give them some support. I actually added the trellises for these little baby tomatoes, and they're doing pretty well. I'm going to show you the first. Here's 2 little ripe tomatoes. So cute, right? These little baby tomatoes. So these are bush tomatoes. They're not going to vine that much. And they've got plenty of room in this little container. We've got some zinnias coming up from seed, some nasturtiums, lavender. We've got chives, some more nasturtium. I'm growing all this Mizuna greens right here. These are almost ready for like a little microgreen salad. We've got some thyme that's basically ready to harvest. And look at this arugula. This all came in from seed, and it is just so nice and getting quite big. I'm going to cut some of this purple basil too, keep it from flowering, and also give plenty of sunlight to these other plants that are coming up from seed. So cutting those just like this. We'll add that to the pile. Then we've got some peppers, we've got some more bush tomatoes, and then look at this tomato. It is really taking off, getting lots of fruit on here. I'll probably come along and do some pruning of these leaves, just like this, just so the plant can stay healthy and also put its, I want it to put its efforts toward fruiting. So they're looking pretty good. So bush tomatoes, some more peppers, we've got some oregano and chives here, and then we've even got a little zinnia that's kind of coming along, and parsley. So that's that bed. Now let's check out, we've got a couple more, oh, look at these. We've got a couple more tomatoes here on this plant. Y'all come see. We've got all these little baby tomatoes. So cute. And this is a great time to pick them. We almost have everything we need now for a little caprese salad, right? So this would be one where you have it like bite-sized caprese, literally, because these tomatoes are so cute and tiny. All right. With these, you definitely want to get them off the vine so that the next ones can come ripe too. All right, so we got a couple little tomatoes. We've got some peppers starting to form. These bean plants are looking good. We've got some more peppers back here, more tomatoes. And then I think I saw the first of my some little peppers here. Look at these. So these are some spicy peppers. And I think we have 2 or 3 that are ready to harvest. So we've got 1 pepper here. And, oh look, we have 3. So these look super spicy to me and scary, but they will make a perfect little salsa or dip. And then finally we have 1 more bush tomato here. So this is what a small space garden can look like. We have just a little bit of space here. This is actually less than, let's see, these beds are like 2 by 4, not quite. So all together, this is only 16 square foot of growing space, and it's right up here on a deck. It does have a lot of sunshine, but we do have some tree coverage there. And in just this little space, I'm able to grow loads of basil, some tomatoes, lots of other herbs, and some hot peppers too. And this is just the beginning of the harvest that we're going to pull from this garden in the weeks to come. I hope this inspires you to go for your own small space garden too. No space is too small to start a garden.